I signed up for one of the classes. You can sit down with anybody and visit with them.
It's finding what you can't do and can't do. What clothes work and what clothes don't work. Not bringing anything more than you need because it's too much fiddle factor with having too much stuff.
Tents and a stove, you can stay toasty warm. You get to see people you know and talk to, reacquaint yourself with the crowd that is crazy enough to do this. With some modifications being used now. I mean, wool, canvas, you know, fur, the things that keep you warm and dry when it's really cold. Come check it out, you know, go to the website, look at what classes are offered and workshops, and see something you like, take it, and otherwise just talk to people. It's just a fun time.
It's all really focused on getting outdoors in the winter. It's not all about camping, but it's all about outdoor awesomeness. The purpose is to educate, collaborate, and celebrate everything winter. There's a lot of trial and error in winter camping, and so instead of just going out on your own and trying to learn it from YouTube videos or whatnot, you can talk to, you know, the real deal here, and you can get tips and ideas and buy your gear and learn about what gear is good and what gear fails and all of that. So an event like this is going to teach you more than you can learn in any other location.
We're having a good turnout and it's great. So we've got snow trekker tents and we've got trailhead fat bikes. Don, we've got some sleds, toboggans, a couple bushcraft. Keynotes are pretty good. We've got one tonight and one tomorrow. And bands coming and beer.
I like winter camping. I found a group of people that also like winter camping and meet the people again. Winter camping, if you do it wrong, you might not make it. Just the environment challenges you moving from place to place if you're moving at all, and then it feels like it's more you against the elements.
This is the stuff that works. That's what keeps people coming back.
I come to the symposium to learn from other people who do things that I don't always have the opportunity to do. You got a lot of knowledge people here. They're up in Canada and different parts of the country who bring knowledge about, you know, experiment with things, and so you learn secondhand from them, you know, that you don't have time to try it all, and so you gain that knowledge. You can read books, there's a lot of good books on it, but interactive opportunity, right, to talk to people who have that knowledge and who want to get together and share it, right? Everybody's here to share and learn and grow, and so everybody's free to talk about it and make it happen.
I just love to meet the same people that I've winter camped with in the past years, and to meet new ones and get new ideas. I think the cooking, that's always a good one, to get different opinions and ideas on new recipes to use when out camping, and different ways to use a wood stove. Oh, like some of the bushcraft skills is always good too. Some of the ideas that people have come up with from one year to another on how to use different tent materials and designs, and it's just pretty fascinating.
Interesting new ideas that people are adapting equipment for. It just seems such a low-key, really friendly, kind of participate in a pretty esoteric pursuit.
I really like winter camping. It's a really knowledgeable experience community of people here. It's a natural thing for me to come to this every year. I live up in Thunder Bay, Ontario. There's all kinds of great gear here that if you don't know anything, it's a great place to come to learn some of the basics, just to see some of the gear in action and talk to the owners. Later on there'll be a tent tour where they take people around and you can talk to the owners of the tents and see what they've got, what they use. So for the beginners, it's great to be exposed to a lot of the stuff that isn't, it's hard to access information on. And if you're an experienced person, you can just learn more from your experienced colleagues. You're practicing the skills to take you comfortably down to -30 to -40 and even colder.
My husband and I are from Chicago. Winter camping is new for us. Camping is not new to us. And my husband gathers this and that, and today we made a trader shirt.
I get to meet a lot of people around here who are proficient in those things, different skills, and I always learn something every time I come up here, and then I go out and practice them and they work. And I kind of fine-tune a little bit, maybe to work for me. Toboggan is traditional, my clothing, I wear all wool clothing, and I'm learning how to make all my own stuff, my mucklucks and the clothing and the hats and gloves and everything, so it's I like stepping back in time. I meet a lot of people that have other skills, so some stuff I trade for, some stuff I buy. There's still some traditional things here, some of the classes they have. I know they got some knife making and some knife sheaths making, and they got a class I was going to go to over there making a pack, I think like a frame pack out of just stuff you find in the woods, out of branches, stuff like that. Learn how to make something like that. So on the trail, you can make something if you have to, and then actually use it. We got to get these younger crowd out to do the outdoor stuff. You know, they're so busy with their little gadgets, they don't know about the outdoor stuff. But you got to make it comfortable for them. You have a nice stove, a nice tent, good gear, and people don't know what they're doing. It can be pleasurable for them, so they're going to want to go do it again.
There are all kinds of activities happening, from learning how to ride a fat bike with demo bikes here to keynote speakers talking about bushwhacking through Ely, like the Boundary Waters. There's a lot of vendors selling snow tracker tents. We've got Muskrat Metalworks wood stoves. There's even a kids program, which I really like because I'm all about the kids, and they get to like take a hay ride to the farm and pick pumpkins. We currently are the only symposium or event that talks about winter camping. It's an eclectic group of old and young. Everybody comes from all over as far as Chicago and Canada. A lot of Canadians come in for our event as well.
A group of people that we have similar interests and sharing your experiences and stuff. You know, that whole camaraderie thing.
There's a lot of guys out here that, you know, have made a good product because they've tested it, and not like some of the products you get on eBay or stuff like that they've never seen snow, let alone camped out in it. You know, when you're, you know, 40, 50 miles from, you know, civilization, I mean, you know, some of these trips, and even farther than that, you know, you gotta have good equipment.
I kind of like looking in other people's pack to see what they use for winter camping versus what I use. Certainly I've changed the way I do things based upon what I've picked up here. I enjoy all the vendors that are here. Upgrade your system. You know, everybody develops a system of what they do when they camp, and if you're kind of a gear freak, you're always looking to modify that system and see if you can do something better or easier. And
to learn about all the current things that are going on, the different gear that's being made. Yeah, just hang out with people that are like-minded. Kevin Kinney's wool blanket shirt course, that was yesterday, so we spent about 6 hours doing that, and it was really cool to actually make something that I would usually buy from him myself.
We have keynote speakers every night. Seminars include axe skills, fat tire biking, winter outdoor cooking, glamping and cold camping, wilderness first aid, wood stove operations, winter camping skills forum, and there are many events at night, and we have bands and beer.
My wife and I like it very much. My daughter like it. My 2 grandsons and daughter like it a lot.
I love being outside, but I felt always cooped up in the wintertime. So now I got into winter camping, and I just love being outside, and there's no bugs, there's no tourists. It's just a lot of fun. You sit in a tent with a stove and you get just as warm as you can be. It's really great. Fire making and tool, axe usage, a lot of axe usage.
I love winter camping. I love to be outdoors in all times of the year, all the classes, all the things you can learn.
I thought it'd be a great idea to come up here and meet some of my fellow bushcrafters. So I traveled all the way here from Colorado. Some of the guys here are, I think, are some of the brightest bushcrafting guys around. I come to learn from them, pass around knives and hatchets, knowledge, survival knowledge, bushcraft knowledge, you know, different techniques. It's really hard to be out in the wintertime. You want to know every trick you can possibly find and learn from other people, but if you know how to do it right, it can be enjoyable. And you got a whole lot of people here that know how to do this and do it well. I've been doing it for a long time in a part of the country where it's a tradition. This is the place to come, you know, if you want to actually learn this stuff. Morris Kahansky has been here before. You have just Ben from Ben's Backwoods, Ben Piersma. You've got Lester River Bushcraft. You've got Mike Lumio from Northwest Bushcraft. You got all these people here that are really on top of their game, and it just tends to attract those kind of people. These people here live it, and you can learn from the best if you come here.
We are winter campers. The beauty of the location, for one thing, and the friendliness of everybody.
It's a lot of fun to walk around and look at all the tents and talk to the people too. And you learned, we had a nice discussion with another man yesterday about ice steaks.
A lot of people just miss the winter, and there's many styles of travel. There's no reason not to be out in winter and camp in winter.
Anything you get that gets you out in the winter and into a hot, heated tent, you're expanding your camping opportunities tremendously.